Good morning. My name is Jacob Booth, and I am the Weird Christian Dude. Today we are going to be making death sauce. This recipe is brought to you by Revelations chapter 20, verse 11 through 15. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So that is the end result of the enemies of God, basically. And it associates death in that type of aspect with fire and punishment for eternity. Those are one of the two options that people have. So this is called death sauce because it is extremely hot. To start with, you will need to mix these ingredients in a bowl. I have 2 bottles, 4-ounce bottles, of habanero sauce, which I used to make the habanero beef jerky from a previous video. I have ghost pepper powder, that's all it is, which is 1 million Scoville units. Desert Scorpion powder, which is 1.2 million Scoville units, and Carolina Reaper powder, which is 2 million Scoville units. So those are extremely hot. There is actually a new pepper called Pepper X, which isn't available very easily yet. But these 3 I blend together for the true death sauce. You want 1 tablespoon of each. If you want to tone it down a little bit so it's actually edible, use a teaspoon of each instead. Then I have to add 2 ounces of this relatively generic red pepper sauce. It will thin it out a little bit because you're adding the powder. So 2 ounces. And then when you stir it all together, you use a funnel to put it into one of these plastic squirt bottles. It has a 10-ounce line right on it. So I managed to cut myself while making it, so that's fun. Didn't die, yay! And then it's ready for any recipe that you want. Whether it's chili, you want to make death wings, this is a very hot wing sauce, or death jerky, which is what I made. There we go. I basted it with the extra after I put it on there, and then I seasoned it with some extra to make it very, very hot. So, if you want to be a little tricky, instead of putting it in a plastic bottle, you can put it into a empty one of these, which is also 10 ounces, and then just not label it. Whew. That'll wake you up in the morning. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and you're always welcome to come and talk to me.